Thank you very much for this beautiful applause. That's the best gift a judge can get. My heartiest congratulations to the graduates of the batch of 2023 and to your families and to everyone present here who has played an important role in helping you to achieve this milestone. You have worked hard over the years and you have made your family and loved ones proud. Today is your day, so I ask you to give yourself a huge round of applause in which I join. University life is a time of great learning, character building, and value education for every person. You must take great pride in the growth you have shown between the time you first came here as an anxious teenager, waiting to explore the ways of life, friendships, and love. And today, when you leave the building as young adults with a thirst to change the world in small and big ways. I know that as fresh graduates, you must be overwhelmed with many emotions, both positive and anxiety-inducing. The world today presents myriad opportunities to enter careers and lead personal life in ways that we couldn't quite imagine when I was in your place. I know how the enormity of challenges and the limitless choices creates uncertainty and could take a toll on you. The fear of being paralyzed by the prospect of making the wrong choice is natural. But as the great poet Sylvia Plath said, "From the tip of every branch, like a fat purple fig, a wonderful future beckoned and winked. But choosing one meant losing all the rest. And as I sat there unable to decide, the figs began to wrinkle and go black." This poem has been used by many to highlight the dreadful thought of making the wrong life choice. I want you to know that it is all right to be overwhelmed by emotions of fear and uncertainty. Take your time to find what path you want to choose for yourself. You may be thinking of your career, the location you want to spend your life at, the mentorship you will get going forward, and much more. These are big decisions, and big decisions are not designed to be the easiest. In this age, as we advance toward the technology-driven, interdisciplinary model of education and creation of ever unique professions, you may even choose to do something entirely out of the scope of your educational degree. Making these choices is never a deviance. It is rather a hallmark of innovative, imaginative, and bold decision-making. Therefore, step out of the familiar. Take new and uncharted paths to doing something which no one has done before. In the face of the uncertainties and challenges that life throws at you, it may be tempting to crave a predetermined idea of a good life and fall for misguided ideas of success. This idea focuses on you chasing after money, seeking out a powerful post, a big or fancy car, and tools to show off your material possessions to people around you. While I do not see anything wrong in wanting to lead a life of affluence and material gain, if you think that would give you happiness and content, you must remember that the process through which you achieve those goals must be value-ridden. In this ends-oriented vision of securing money and material possessions, you must not compromise on your principles and values. You must not justify things that you may have found unimaginable at some point of time in your life, because you won't feel innate happiness with a compromised moral compass. You will seek happiness in material possessions. It's a vicious cycle, a self-fulfilling myth of buying happiness with money. So ask yourselves serious questions. The only recipe to succeed in life is to work hard, do what you feel is right, abide by your conscience, and be kind to people around you. But above all, be kind to yourself. Don't be harsh on your own existence. This is easier said than done, but I assure you that the only right choices you will ever make in your life are the choices that you make for yourself. It is conventional for speakers at a convocation ceremony to dole out advice to the graduating batch. However, no amount of advice can truly replace the journey that you must undergo before making the right choice for yourself. To draw further on the poem by Sylvia Plath that I reflected on a few moments ago, on the very next page she continues when she writes, "I don't know what I ate, but I felt immensely better. It occurred to me that my vision of the fig tree might well have arisen from the profound void of an empty stomach." Which means that while the uncertainty of making the wrong choice can be paralyzing, you will find fulfillment in any future you branch out in. This journey of you making the right decision for yourself may not necessarily be straightforward. You will have good days and setbacks too. What is life without the setbacks? But you learn from those setbacks. You learn from your errors and mistakes. You learn every day with the good and the bad experiences of life. Out of university now, you will experience many firsts in your next stages of life. Your first salary, the first work trip, first house, and probably your first altercation at work. These firsts may appear to you as a challenge, but they are equally a new start and a fresh opportunity to create new chapters of life with renewed energy. The rough and tumbles of life must never deter you from following your heart and being true to yourself. A person who has not failed has never tried, but never stopped believing that doing what feels right to you is worth it. As Maya Angelou said, "Do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better. For success is loving life and daring to live it." If you fail, you will have many opportunities to succeed in better ways. And if you succeed, you will be forever grateful for your choices. Life will try to induce cynicism and skepticism, sometimes even at the risk of making you feel incapable and helpless. This is one of the ways in which status quo tries to preserve itself despite all its fault lines, but never given to the cynicism and never stop believing that you are smart enough, worthy enough, and that your hard work deserves to be appreciated. Let no one tell you that you do not have a seat at the table or the power to effect necessary changes. But in doing so, abide by the virtue of kindness, of humility, of openness, and of compassion. Life has a peculiar way of teaching us. Let humility, courage, and integrity be your companions in this journey. As you enter the professional world, you would be expected to show your ethic and commitment to work. However, please also take time for your family, for your families, for your friends, and most importantly, for yourself. Never despise those who came into your life and left you for good reasons or bad. There is something which you learn from every relationship. So please take time out of your work to check up on your friends, spend time with your family, enjoy the momentous occasions of each other's lives, and most importantly, take out time for yourself to recover, replenish, and relax. With this, I wish you all the success in your future. May you for forever make the choices that you can be proud of. Good luck. Godspeed to each of you as you begin your careers. Namaste. Thank you.